The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 34. Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. Verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Patah from the GMS Denver camp, doing a lesson in regards to how all the prophecies that are said to happen in the scriptures will happen. All right. You see, all will be fulfilled. And one of the main prophecies that we're witnessing being brought forth in these last days that must be fulfilled is the implementation of the mark of the beast. All right, which is the RFID microchip. And our elder apostles have been speaking on this for years and years and years, decades. And now it's here, man. All right, it's being pushed more and more in these last days. Now I want to bring out a news article that just recently came out in regards to this prophecy being fulfilled. All right, here we have a news article from the People's Voice, and it says Bill Gates, or Gil Bates as we like to call him, BG, unveils plan to microchip all babies worldwide before they're born. Do you see this, man? You hear this madness? This plays right into biblical prophecy. Here it is, man. And all you Israelite groups out there talking about, the mark of the beast ain't the RFID microchip, man. Why are they trying to put this in everybody? It says Bill Gates has declared that the CDC's childhood you-know-what schedule, 72 jabs and counting, isn't nearly enough. Now he wants to go even further by injecting, you see that word right there, the M to the R to the N to the A into babies before they're born. That's right, in the womb. Showing you that these people are fucking devils, man. This is what they're planning on doing. All right. It says, if that doesn't set off alarm bells, especially after the deadly fallout of the C-19 rollout, it's time to look at what Gates is already doing in the developing world, because that's where the plan is being perfected right now. In countries like Kenya and India, Gates is backing programs that inject biometric ID systems, tying access to healthcare, education, communication, even food, to compliance with an expanding list of mandatory jabs. You see that? Do you see this? These aren't public health measures. They're systems of control disguised as humanitarian aid. All right. Now, this is not medical advice, by the way, just, disclaimer. All right. This is not medical advice. All right. But this is what's going on. And suddenly, what the so-called fact checkers have been dismissing as conspiracy theory just became conspiracy fact. We fucking told you. Excuse my language, but we get excited when it comes to this. When we see the prophecies of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai being played out in real time. We told you that these devils would bring this, man. They're just gradually walking you into this new beast system, this new world order, in which everybody will be tagged, chipped, and pretty much made complete slaves, man. All right. Says what's being tested on the vulnerable today is being quietly prepared for the rest of us tomorrow, you see. And once the system is locked in, you and your children are next. All right, that reminds me of Revelation 3 and 10. It says they've given themselves 20 years. That's the timeline the Gates Foundation has set for completing what many are now calling the final phase of the globalist agenda. A worldwide rollout of mandatory jabs, biometric digital IDs, all right, RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, and surveillance infrastructure so invasive it makes Orwell look like an optimist. And Orwell is the one who came up with the book, later changed it to a movie, 1984, where it shows you a dystopian society, where it pretty much shows you a glimpse of their new world order that they want to bring forth. All right, enslaving the entire population of the earth. It says, and it doesn't stop at the living. According to Bill Gates himself, the future of public health, quote unquote, includes force jabbing unborn children, injecting, the Satan serum in the womb, and embedding microchips that will link directly to a child's digital identity the moment they're born. No consent, no choice, just a click of a button and you're in the system forever. That's what they want, man. This is what they're bringing for all you that want this place to continue on. You want America to continue on. This is what they want for everybody, not just in America, but the entire world. This is why we need Yahweh Shai, or who the world ignorantly called Jesus, to come back and destroy these devils, man. Because if they were left to continue on, this would be the future. All right. It says this isn't speculation. This is their blueprint, their mission. And in the words of the Gates Foundation own internal slogan for this phrase, just keep going. They're not going to go too far, man, because, we know that according to prophecy that the Lord's going to cut them off so they can't keep going. And we'll get that precept as well. Matter of fact, let's get it right now. So here we have Job 14 and verse 5. All right, this is a prophecy of how the Lord is going to shut down Esau. All right, it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. There's a cutoff date for these devils, man. The Lord is not going to allow Esau to, fully implement his new world order in which everybody is going to be microchipped and tagged, including unborn babies. That's not going to be a thing. All right. The Lord is going to allow him to get it off the ground, for a moment. And then as soon as he makes that CHIP mandatory, that's when he going to take him out. All right. In the midst of World War III, that's when it's going to go nuclear at that point. All right. We know how it's going to play out, man, according to prophecy, but it must play out. And we told you. All right. The true men of the Lord, starting with those of Great Millstone and those who come in the same doctrine as Great Millstone, have told you that this day will come. And they're talking about it more and more, man. All right. So there's a set time for Esau to be taken out, man. And it's right around the time where he makes this thing mandatory. All right. So continuing on in the article, it says, let's see. It says, because that's exactly what they plan to do until humanity has nowhere left to hide. In a recent press release, the Gates Foundation announced the dystopian plan to jabbed up babies in utero while lauding the work of Dr. Shabir Madhi, or whatever, a South African jabologist, now developing what Gates is calling the new frontier in jabization. You see it. Maternal jabs given to babies in the womb. You know how insane that is, man? Can you imagine that? All right. Women that are pregnant in the hospital and they're jabbing long ass needles into their stomach and then into the baby as well. This is what they fucking want, man. This is why we're praying for the Lord to take this damn devil out, man. We can't continue on in this society. All right. We want this place out of here, man, as soon as possible. As Lord, it's all in the Lord's timing, but we see all the prophecies happening, man. The Lord's getting ready to just, pull the plug on this devil, man. And it's much needed. Because this is what they plan for you, man. This is what they plan for humanity. Okay. The promo video doesn't spell it out. It's vague, polished, and sanitized for public consumption. But dug a little deeper on the Gates Foundation website and you'll find it. But dig a little deeper, all right? The first so-called intervention in their roadmap is nothing short of dystopian. Force jabbing babies in the womb are using their technology. The same technology the FDA recently admitted has been causing spike of cardiac arrests around the world post 2021. Yeah, man, and the information just came out that the Satan serum is just that, man. All the people who took it, they're worried and shit now, man, because of what's been happening to those who did take it. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. This is not medical advice. Disclaimer. And we told y'all not to take that. All right. Who told you, Israelites, not to take that Satan serum? The men of Great Millstone told you that. These other camps were telling you to go ahead and take it. They're leaving gray areas. We were telling you, don't do it, man. If your job fires you, it is what it is. At least you'll live another day to get another job. But now you got these people out here who had took it because they want to keep their life in this world. And now they're worried, man, that they're going to lose it. You see? But anyway, continuing on. Yeah, man, this is my first time reading this article, but it's pretty to the point, man. Showing you what these devils plan. Okay. Let's jump down to the point right here where it goes into the RFID micro CHIP. It says this is where it gets really dark, because it's not just about injecting jabs into unborn children. Bill Gates, or BG, Gizzle, is now pushing for biometric digital ID microchip directly into the baby. Look at this. I'm gonna highlight this, man. Look at this. Do you see that, man? We told you. This is what they're gonna bring. The scriptures told you that, man. All right. And we're breaking down Revelation 13 verse 16 down properly, because it lines up with what's going on right now, showing you who the true prophets are. All right. It says, let that sink in. A child still in the womb, marked, tagged with a digital identifier that links to a centralized system. And who's controlling that system? The elites of Esau. You take this shit, you'll be a complete slave, you and your children. This is what they want. It says surveillance from before birth. Man, control from day zero. This is what, man, this is insane. Okay. It says, now, if you think this sounds too wild to be true, you should know that he's already been caught doing it. For years, Gates has treated the developing world as his personal lab over there in Africa, doing all kind of tests and shit on them Hamites. And some of our people are mixed in amongst those people. So, you know, these devils gonna have to pay for all that. It says testing grounds for high risk pharmaceuticals, jab trials, biometric ID programs on the poorest and most vulnerable. And he's not hiding it. Gates himself admitted on camera that he sees India as a test bed, quote unquote, to trial new biomedical technologies. And a lot of you heathen are down with this shit, man. A lot of these heathen are gonna be accepting of complete and total slavery. The elect of Israel are not. All right. Even 2/3 of our own people are gonna bow the knee and accept what these devils are bringing. All right, because they want to save their life. They want to continue on the Esau system. This is the end for us right here, man. Those that are following Yahweh Shemi Shai, when they make this thing mandatory, hey, we're done with the society, man. Right now, we're moving and doing what we got to do to maintain our situation. But once they bring this shit, hey, we out. All right. This is no way to live, man. It says in Kenya, Salakia, it says, but as dark as his track record is in India, it doesn't compare to what he's doing in Kenya as we speak. In Kenya, the agenda has evolved. It's no longer just about jabs or disease prevention. It's about digital population control. Partnering with the NGOs and health ministries or non-governmental organizations, Gates is backing programs that implant biometric ID systems, tying individuals access to healthcare, education, and even food. You see, we told you, to whether they're compliant with a growing list of biomedical requirements. Let's get a precept. All right, here we have in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is talking about the RFID micro CHIP, the mark of the beast. This damn devil is going to cause everybody to take this thing, man. Even unborn babies. This is what they want. All right. It will be your identification. It will have your medical records on it. All right. Your whereabouts, you know, because it's going to track your location, of course. It'll have all your information on there, man. And it'll be accessible to these damn devils, making you a complete slave, man. All right. You see, and the one that goes in your head is that brain chip. Neuralink is a company that has been pushing that as of lately, promoting it. All right, as a miracle device, giving sight to the blind and healing the lame and whatnot, because they're trying to be like Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, we are not to accept this right here, man. You Israelites, you take this chip for any reason. You out of here, man. The Lord gonna destroy you, man, with torment and fire and brimstone, man, in the midst of World War III when those nukes detonate. All right, he's gonna leave you here and melt you. Your salvation has been canceled out once you receive that mark. Okay, goes on to say, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so there you go. You're not gonna be able to buy or sell without this mark. You won't be able to get health care. You won't be able to do anything in society without this mark, according to Esau, man. This is what his plans are for the world. All right, so you can't tell me that this damn devil is not out of his fucking mind. All right, and our people, they love, following the so-called white man, but you're gonna follow him right to your death. All right, this man needs to be taken out, man. The Lord will do it in due time, man, and it's gonna be soon, because we're seeing him push this more and more. So once they actually bring this and make this mandatory for society, because it might, take a black swan event to happen, some crazy situation in which people are going to panic. And they're going to say, well, we need everybody to receive this so we can identify everybody and whatnot. And this is the form of the new currency. We're going to have digital currency now, and it's going to be accessible only by this technology, which is the mark of the beast. All right. That's what we suspect. I'm going to speak as a man. That's what I suspect they're going to do. But we'll see how the Lord has it play out. But we do know it's going to play out. All right. Got a couple more. We're going to close it. I got to head out. All right. Got to take care of some business. But I want to bring this out. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. What is that talking about, man? Also a prophecy in the book of Job. All right, about how the Lord is going to disappoint Esau's new world order. He's not going to allow Esau to chip the entire world, man, and have them as complete slaves like the damn Matrix. This ain't about to be the Matrix, man. The Lord is going to disappoint Esau and bring forth his son, all right, Yahweh Shai, to establish the kingdom and wherein dwelleth righteousness. We have no continuing city here, as it tells you in Hebrews 13 and verse 14. All right, this society is coming to an end, man. We see it, as these prophecies begin to play out. We know that the end is near, the end of this current world, man. All right, the Lord is going to put a cap on this wickedness because it's getting crazy. You see, so it's right here in Job 5 and verse 12. The Lord's he's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty, being the Edomites, so that they cannot perform their enterprise, which is their new world order. It will not be successful. All right, another one in Job. All right, Job 20 and verse 23. It says, when he, all right, Esau, is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Now, this is talking about when he's about to, make that thing mandatory and try to lock society down with his RFID microchip. All right, the Lord's going to cast his fury upon him, man. All right, meaning World War III will go nuclear at that point. All right, could be a sneak attack from, Russia. We'll see. One of these countries is going to launch nukes soon after they make this RFID microchip mandatory for everybody to have. The nukes will fly. All right. So right when he's getting ready to, fill his belly and think that he got everything, sold up, the Lord gonna rain down that fire on his ass, man, and send his son Yahweh Shai back to rescue his elect and to establish the kingdom. That's how it's going to play out, man. All right. But we're seeing things are moving according to prophecy, man. And the men of Great Millstone have been breaking it down correctly. And I got one more. We're going to close this out. All right. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 33. Now it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. That's right. So when these things that we're saying actually happen, all right, you're going to realize that the true men of the Lord were telling you the truth the whole time, man. The very same ones that you thought were crazy, all right, that you thought were conspiracy theorists. You're going to realize that the Lord set these men up, starting with those of Great Millstone, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to end this lesson right here. You can't say that you have not been warned. This thing is coming. We're in the end, man. Yahweh Shai will be here soon. So I'm in it right there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Equam Yasharala and Abad Babal Shalom.